While so much attention is going to the big blockbusters, a small film is coming out this holiday weekend. Will it buck off the competition, or will it just quietly ride off into the sunset? Well, I'll let you know my thoughts in this spoiler-free review of The Last Rodeo. Cody wants to ride bulls like his grandfather, retired 3-time champion bull rider Joe Wainwright. But when it's discovered that Cody has a brain tumor and his mother has no money to pay for the surgery, they have no options. Despite objections from his daughter, Joe decides to team up with his old partner Charlie to ride one more time. If Joe can defy all the odds and win the national bull riding competition, they can pay for Cody's surgery. But at what cost? The Last Rodeo is the newest family-friendly film distributed by Angel Studios, the same studio that released one of my favorite films of this year, the animation The King of Kings. However, The Last Rodeo starts off a bit rough, with some awkwardly fake-looking shots of characters riding bulls and horses, which will be key in the rest of the story, cliché plot points, and disorientingly quick editing, which was obviously used to cover up between stuntmen and our lead actors. As negative as I'm making it sound, hold on for a minute because the film is held together by its lead, Neil McDonough, whose piercing blue eyes and weathered face look completely natural under his Stetson hat. His face is so unmistakable he was a standout in Steven Spielberg's brilliant Minority Report and one of my all-time favorite TV series, Band of Brothers. And even though the key plot of this film is about his daughter and grandson, I believe the heart of this story arrives with his former partner, Charlie. Now, Charlie may be my favorite part of the whole film. His kindness and candor drive Joe while reminding him what is truly important. Because of his presence in the film, I kept thinking, why have I never seen this guy in anything before? Turns out, I had. He was Bubba from Forrest Gump, along with a huge filmography filled with films and TV shows I have seen him in. But he's such a good actor, I never put 2 and 2 together. So now, along with the seemingly insurmountable goal of winning the bull riding competition, we get to see Joe and Charlie rekindle their friendship. This is where the movie began to win me over. And just when I thought, I'm enjoying this bromance, enter Shooter McGavin, aka Christopher McDonald, but really he is Shooter McGavin to all of us who have seen Happy Gilmore. He is excellent as Jimmy, the lead organizer of the bull riding tournament. At times, he is the hardened businessman, but he also reveals his heart of friendship to Joe and Charlie. So, despite some of the common sports movie tropes that keep the movie plot moving, these 3 men, their friendship, and the obstacles to overcome come together in a way that literally had me leaning forward in my chair, especially during some of the bull riding scenes, which hit their stride as the movie went along. All the elements that felt fake at the beginning faded away, and I was hooked. Along with this powerful representation of friendship, The Last Rodeo also demonstrates a realistic family dynamic that includes tragedy, resentment, and ultimately, forgiveness. I haven't even really discussed the strong performance from Sarah Jones, whose character has been hardened by her father Joe and broken by the possibility of losing her son. It's a performance that is strong because of how quietly she internalizes her pain, including one standout scene where she talks to her sick son after he has fallen asleep in his hospital bed. The Last Rodeo is far from perfect, but despite the glaring obvious plot, one that will win over the Hallmark crowd, the performances and message really ring true. So I will give it 3.5 stars out of 5 and assure you, the Angel Studios fans will love this film. And it does include some Christian messaging, such as trying to understand God's purpose when He gives and when He takes away. They also quote Isaiah, "He gives power to the faint, and to him who has no might, He increases strength," which aligns with the story, but it doesn't dig much deeper than that. For sensitive audiences, they do use some crude language, but it is very minimal. Bottom line is, this is a safe movie the whole family can enjoy with lead performances that I can tip my 12-gallon hat to. What do you think of The Last Rodeo? Let me know in the comments below. If you've made it to the end of this review, I must have done something right, so I'll ask you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of my future content. Also, you can check out some of my other videos by clicking on one of these boxes.